Hello everyone, this is Kunkyura speaking, and today I want to show you how I have started to learn Japanese. Today is the 4th January 2026, and I have given myself a totally new goal, a very big project. I want to go to Japan, but not just as a tourist, but actually to work and live there for, well, let's say at least a couple of years, maybe even longer if I can. So, my first step, of course, to do this is to learn Japanese. In 2 days, I will already start to learn Japanese at an evening school, at an evening school here in Berlin, Germany, my hometown. Uh, I'm 36 years old, but I hope that I can still have my chances to go to Japan and live there. And according to my information, I still have plenty of chances because, I'm not old. And I have seen many people who made it to Japan or to other countries in their 40s. So now is a good time to finally start a very new and big project. Of course, I will keep writing my Amazon stories and publish them on my website. But now I will also be busy with learning Japanese. So, how did I start to learn at least, let's say, a few simple Japanese phrases and words already? I have found a website known as LingoHut, and you can find it on the address lingohut.com. And this website, this is no advertisement, of course, because this website is all for free. There is no need for an account. You also cannot make an account, and you do not have to pay any money. There is actually a donation button, but I have deleted it with my ad blocker. And maybe there's advertisement. I don't know, because again, I'm using an ad blocker and a very powerful one. So I do not have any advertisement. If there is, I don't think that there is advertisement on LingoHut, but who knows? I will never know because I cannot surf without an ad blocker activated. So, LingoHut is of course not just for learning Japanese, but you can learn all kinds of languages. As you can see here, it always says I speak English and I want to learn Afrikaans. I'm changing that in a minute. You have plenty of pictures here from certain countries. Afrikaans, Albanian, Arabic, Armenian, Bulgarian, Czech, Danish, Dutch, French, and so forth. And yeah, it's a very large website actually, and again, it's all for free. And no, I'm not working for LingoHut either. If I would be doing that, I think I would have started to learn Japanese already far earlier. Anyway, the first thing you do is when you find yourself on this website, at first you can of course change your language that you speak. Normally, I would use this website by using German language as my main language because it's my mother tongue. But of course, for this video, I'm going for English, and you can see there are all kinds of languages that you can choose from in the options. Now, I speak English for this video, and I want to learn, no, not Afrikaans, I want to learn Japanese. Japanese is here, of course. It's all sorted in an alphabetic order, and you even have languages that I cannot even take classes in evening schools here in a big city like Berlin. For example, Tagalog. Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. I have one Filipino friend in Manila, so I speak a few Tagalog words that she told me, but it's interesting that you can learn all kinds of languages. So, I now click on Japanese, and then you end up here, learn Japanese, and of course the menu is always the same. Free Japanese lessons. Lesson 1, to lesson 35. You think that's it? No, it's not. Scrolling down further, and after this text, there are more lessons incoming, totaling up to 125 lessons. The things I need and don't need is the final lesson. You do not have to go through those lessons in a direct order or something. You can start with any lesson you want because it's very simple. To keep this video simple, I'm clicking on lesson 1, meeting someone. I have done this already a few times, and you can see if you keep the mouse cursor over this lesson, it always says, how do you say in Japanese, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. So yeah, it already tells you what to expect. So I'm clicking on lesson 1. And the standard of this website is to teach yourself Japanese, of course. You first have your word, 1 of 19 in this lesson, in lesson 1. And it starts with hello, and you can now click on the play button, and then it says konnichiwa, which means hello in Japanese, of course.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
So I'm stopping this now. As you can see, I could have repeated that out loud. With this microphone button, you have to click with your left mouse button on it and then hold it and then speak konnichiwa, and then you release the button. And then you can actually listen to your own voice immediately if your speaking is like the speaking of this, I don't know if it's an AI or if it's a real woman, I don't know. We'll see about that. But at first I will give you this example now with my speech so that you know that it's working.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. And of course I have to, I'm sorry, of course I have to activate my microphone first. Yeah, okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
And as you were able to hear, I was hearing myself immediately after I have released the microphone button. And this is how you can continue.
おはようございます。おはようございます。
So it says Ohayo gozaimasu, which means good morning, 2 times, and then you can say it out loud if you want, and then it says Ohayo gozaimasu by itself again. And you know, you can always switch back. You can go further. You know, you do not have to follow this order. You can always retrain and all. Of course, the problem is if you do not have an account, and there is no account option here on LingoHut, you cannot save your process or your progress. Sorry, if you do want to remember where you have stopped. So you have to write it down maybe on a piece of paper or something. But this is very simple, right? Yes, it's simple. But this is not everything. Again, this is just for Japanese, by the way. Every language is the same. So even if I would learn, let's say, Tagalog or German or something, you know, it would also start with hello and would continue with good morning. You know, it's for every language it's the same. I just used Japanese now as an example because I will start learning Japanese now. Now, we have 5 more functions how to help yourself to remember a word that you learn. First are the flashcards. So you click on the button on the far left and you have your first flashcard. So you click on the play button again so that the software, or the website, is speaking it out loud.
お元気ですか?
So now you have お元気ですか? And now you have to think. what does it actually mean? And ogenki desu ka means how are you? You meet someone and you want to know how this person is like right now, how they feel right now. So you ask ogenki desu ka. I hope that I'm right now. And now, if you want to check yourself, you click on flip. How are you? See, it's a flashcard. That's all what it is.
お
And you
元
can of
気です
course
かお
you
元
can
気ですか
and you can of course flip it backwards,
お元気ですか
and then the website speaks it out loud again. So this is also very good, and I have been using those flashcards already for lesson 1. And what's more important,
こんばんは
those flashcards appearing randomly, which means if you start the lesson again, okay, we were
お
starting
元気ですか
with Ogenki desu ka. Now, let's go back to the vocabulary lesson, and now switch to the flashcards again. And now you can see number 1 is now not Ogenki desu ka, but hajimemashite,
はじめまして
which means I'm happy to meet you, or it's nice to meet you, nice to see you. Okay. um, so you can see those flashcards are random, which of course helps the brain to learn the language far better, instead of always being confronted with the exact same line of phrases and words, because then you get used to it, but you do not really learn the words this way. So those are the flashcards. I think they are very helpful, but I will make another video, because actually I still believe that it's better to make your own flashcards instead of relying on electronic flashcards. But I will make another YouTube video about it in the next few days, I think. So the second option that you can choose, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Matching game. So this is also very simple. You can play this again. Okay, he doesn't speak anything now. It's okay, or she. Sometimes, at least for Japanese, there are different voices. Sometimes it's a female voice, sometimes it's a male voice, but they're both just as good. And now you have to see, do these match? The English translation is have a nice day for konnichiwa. And guess what? This is wrong. These two do not match together, because konnichiwa means hello or good day. And so you have to click on no. And I'm going to play through this now in a quick fashion, so that I can show you the end of this matching game. Do these match? Good night, konnichiwa. That's also wrong. Again, this matching game, those cards here with the matching game, they are also appearing completely random. So everything is new. Even if you do the same thing again, it's all new. Okay, this is another no. See you later. Ato de oai shimashou. I think this is right. Yes, I'm right here too. Don't be afraid if you're making mistakes. So if you may be wrong and it gives you a red light, don't worry about that. Good evening, konbanwa. Because learning a language is all about making mistakes, of course. Good afternoon. No, this would also be konnichiwa, because konnichiwa means hello, and you also say it on the afternoon, but this is konbanwa, is good evening. I've done this lesson already numerous times, especially also because I was planning this video. So, and you, Anatawaya, I'm trying to do this a little quicker now. No, because I just want to show you the end. No, this is where do you live, not where are you from. My name is no. Nice to see you, no. Sorry, I did not know. I'm almost done. How are you? Ogenki desu ka? Yes, that's right. Nice to meet you. No, this is Watashi no namae wa is what my name is. Konkura. What is your name? Anata no namae wa? Yeah, this is what is your name. See again, it's completely random. No, this is not goodbye, of course. See you tomorrow. Mata ashita o maishimashou. Yeah. I know Mata from watching sumo. You know, when one sumo wrestler is going too fast and the other sumo wrestler is not ready to fight, the gyoji, you know, the judge is the ring judge, or it's not actually the ring judge, the referee. He's always saying Mata, Mata, Mata. So that's how I learned it by watching sumo. Okay, now I'm done. And now you receive your scorecard. Okay, this time I was right in everything. I've matched all the 19 ones right. I've made no mistake, so I have 19 right, 0 wrong, and score is 100%, of course. But I can, of course, play it again now. So even though I have done everything right, you know, I can play it again. If I would have a score of 0% or if I made at least a few mistakes, don't you worry, the website is not rating you in any way. Okay, this is all just for your own to check yourself, to check your own language skills. And in this way, it's Japanese right now. So yeah, I think this is very good. This matching game. Now the next game, number 3, is tic-tac-toe. This is only for one player, unfortunately, so it's only for yourself. You cannot have a friend playing with this because you only have circles and no X's. So now I just select a square, for example this one, and now it says good evening, and now I have to find the right translation. Good evening means konbanwa, so I click this one.
こんばんは。
And it even says it out loud once more. And now I click a different one. Goodbye is sayonara.
さようなら。
Or sayonara. You can also check your speaking again. Have a nice day. This is yoi ichinichi wo.
いい一日を。
Yi. Okay, not yoi. But funny, right? It writes yoi, but you have to speak it yi. I still have to learn this, but again, I'm just starting. My first Japanese class for beginners starts in 2 days, so please be gentle with me. Let's take the one in the middle. Nice to see you. That's, of course, hajimemashite.
はじめまして。
So, and I can still use this one. Where are you from? This is, of course, あなたの出身地はどこですか?
あなたの出身地はどこですか?
Okay, I'm doing one more because then I will definitely have 3 in a row, no matter what I click. So I'm just taking this one. Good afternoon. This is, of course, konnichiwa.
こんにちは。
So now I have one line with 3 matching together. But the problem is I cannot play the remaining 3 that I still would like to play. Okay, so as soon as you have 3 that are matching, this is it. And as you can see, there's no option for a second player. So there are only those circles and no X's. So I do not know. Maybe I think those X's appear when I press a wrong answer. Let's play it again. Good afternoon, which means konnichiwa, but I will now on purpose click on something wrong.
こんにちは。
Yeah, it would have been konnichiwa. Yeah, and then it's an X. Okay, so you are your own opponent in this game. Okay, if you're doing well, you are capable of lining up 3 circles together. If you're doing wrong, you get an X. And so you are your own opponent in this game. So this is tic-tac-toe. And the next one, which I don't like this much, is the memory game. Or concentration game, they call it. So it's just like a memory game. You click on one of those squares and it says nice to see you. And now you have to find the Japanese version of nice to see you, which is of course Hajime Mashite. Now I do not know where it is, so I can just click somewhere. And this is see you tomorrow. This is also an English translation. There's of course a matching amount of Japanese phrases with English phrases, but I have been clicking on two ones. See one, Mata shita o ai shimashou. Well, yeah, I can only. Good afternoon. Wasn't this? No, that was nice to see you. Ah, here it is. Hajime mashite. So yeah, you see, this is what this concentration game is all about. So you do not. So you also have to learn where the Japanese phrases are around and where are the English translations around, so that you can play this game. Okay, I just want to play through this now, and I want to see. Okay, this was also just guessed. Konbanwa is good. This is good afternoon. Okay, I'm just making this. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, and as you can see, all you have as a result is the time you needed to finish this concentration game. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's really helpful, but for some people it may be. What I like far more is this one, the final game that you can play, or option that you have. This is the listening game. And I think this is very good if you want to prepare for the JLPTN tests, those official tests for Japanese language. Because if you want to work in Japan, well, the lowest jobs that you can receive, if you want to be a special skills worker and you want to have this SSW, special skills working visa, is at least JLPTN 4. But many jobs actually that I have found on the internet require you to be already on the JLPTN 2 level, which is already the business level. Anyway, you can now listen carefully. Again, you have 1 out of 19, and of course they appear randomly.
私の名前は
Watashi no namae wa. Okay, so this means my name is. Okay, you just have to listen carefully what he says, and then you have to find the right answer or translation. And this is my name is.
さようなら。
And this is of course goodbye.
どこに住んでいるの
This is where do you live?
はじめまして。
This is nice to meet you. We're just playing through this
お
now.
はようございます。
This is good morning. I just played this
こ
through this
んば
now.
んは。
And of course you can play this again, of course, if you didn't hear
こ
it
んば
clearly.
んは。
Okay, so you can always repeat. So konbanwa is good evening.
はい、元気です。
Fine, thank you.
ごめん、聞こえなかった。
Gomen kikue nakata. I like this one. It's sorry, I did not hear you.
お元気ですか？
Ogenki desu ka? How are you?
また明日お会いしましょう。
This is see you tomorrow. This is what I've said about
こん
sumo.
にちは。
Okay, this is good afternoon. It can also mean hello, you know.
あな
With
たのお名前は？
konnichiwa can also mean hello, but it also means good afternoon. So that was anata no
あな
nama.
たのお名前は
Yeah. So what is your name?
いい一日を。
Ichichio. That was have a nice day.
はじめまして。
This is nice to see you.
こんにちは。
This is here. See, this time it's konnichiwa again, but this time it's hello. You know, konnichiwa can mean hello, but you also say it during the afternoon. Good afternoon can also mean konnichiwa. Only for the morning and the evening, and good night, of course, you have different phrases.
後でお会いしましょう。
This is again see you later.
あなたは
And you?
あなたの出身地はどこですか
This is where are you from? Yeah, okay, I was right.
おやすみなさい。
And this is good night. Again, do not be scared if you make a mistake, you know, because again, there is nothing that can rate you here. I just want to see. Yeah, you also receive a scorecard in this listening game. Okay, and of course I was right in everything. Remember, I have done lesson 1 numerous times already, but if I would do lesson 2 or lesson 3, I would definitely fail big time. This is just for this video to show you. Now, those are all the functions that LingoHut has to offer. Of course, not just for Japanese, but for dozens of languages. You know, even languages that you normally have a hard time to find a teacher for. Galician, for example, you know, or again, Tagalog, Urdu, Thai, perhaps, you know, Swahili, and stuff like that. Now, does LingoHut has any kind of downsides? Well, not many actually. I want to go back to the Japanese vocabulary lesson because, yeah, there is one big downside a Japanese contact in the internet has actually told me about. And that is, for example, you learn here on the right side, where are you from? Anata no shushinchi wa doko desu ka? So in this lesson, I do actually learn to ask a Japanese person, where are you from? Okay? But how can I give an answer? You know, what if a Japanese person is asking me the same question, where are you from? Well, this lesson unfortunately does not give me any answer to this question, you know. It gives me an answer to what is your name, and you can say my name is Watashi no namae wa Kunkura. Well, Kunkura is of course my YouTube name and internet name, but you know, Watashi no namae wa. I have an answer here for this question. But where are you from? Where's the answer that I can give? I won't learn it. The same goes for how are you? You know, I can ask someone how are you, and they will say hi, genki desu, and then they will ask me anata wa, and what can I answer then? You know, I do not think that the Japanese expect me also to say hi, genki desu. You know, because the question is a bit different than how are you, because it's just and you. You know, there must be a different answer, but LingoHut doesn't give me the answer here. So that is why I tell you right now, or I want to propose to you, take LingoHut as a nice addition to your language learning and Japanese learning, of course, too. But still buy yourself some good language learning books, and if you have the opportunity, like when you live in a big city with Japanese teachers, try to find yourself a Japanese teacher, or what you can also do these days is of course find yourself a teacher online. There are certain websites and apps for that, but I won't mention anyone because I won't mention any app or so because this is no advertisement, of course. This is not an advertisement video, it's just how I show you just how I have started to learn at least a few phrases Japanese already before I even started going to school, evening school. The other problem that LingoHut has, and I think it's maybe too much to be asked for due to the fact that this website is free of charge, is of course you can for sure use it on your smartphone, but there is no language learning app. There was once on one website a Pakistani man who wants to learn German asked me how he can learn, and I have given him the address of LingoHut, and he asked me, is there maybe an app version for it? And I wasn't sure about that, and I was searching around, but as you can see, there is no app offering, and I was also searching on Google and other search engines, but again, LingoHut does not offer an app version, so you have to use it. The best way is to use it on your computer when you are at home, I think, and or maybe on your smartphone. You can also try it, but I wish for a language learning app actually. But again, this is maybe too much to be asked for because LingoHut is for free, and all the language learning apps that I have found so far for smartphone users, they all just have some basic functions, and then they want you to pay with real cash or electronic cash, of course, for certain more functions, so you can learn a language well. So I am quite old-fashioned, so I'm using my computer, even though I have a smartphone now, finally. And and otherwise I just go to the evening school starting in 2 days. I'm quite nervous, but I'm also looking forward to it because finally I want to do something with my life after I have tried for many years to be an author with my Amazon epics and stuff. Have even uploaded a few ebooks on the internet, but nobody is interested in that. So I've decided, okay, I have to do something different, and I want to go to Japan because I was always very interested into Japan, and I have many Japanese movies and stuff. So yeah, that is why I'm starting to learn Japanese now with 36 years of age, and I hope that maybe in a few years, before I turn 40, I hopefully can make it to Japan to work there, maybe in the tourism sector, because I also can speak obviously English, as you can hear. I'm a native German speaker, and I have learned Chinese in the past. It's long ago, so I have forgotten a lot. But you can also learn Chinese with LingoHut, so I could actually retrain some of my old skills in Chinese language. Anyway, so much about myself for now. This was all about LingoHut. I hope you've enjoyed the video. You can leave a comment if you like the video, how I can actually improve, because I want to create more and more videos now. Again, as I've said in my Charlie Brown hot chili sauce collection, I do not want to become a YouTuber, but I definitely want to make more videos and upload them on YouTube. For example, about language learning, about Amazons, about drawing, about writing, and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for much more than this. And yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. And again, if you have any kind of critiques, positive and negative critiques are welcome. So just write me a comment if you'd like, how I can maybe do things even better, for example when I'm talking, because sometimes I maybe have to think what to say, and then I say something like it's not good, but again, I'm not a professional. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos to be showing up soon on my YouTube account, and then we'll see what I can do next. And for now, I say thank you, goodbye, and see you soon.